Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Pew Brothers. Today I have Sam here and we're at the Rock Guns. Sam, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you, man.
So while we're here at the Rock Guns, I want to find out a little bit about what you guys do and what you offer to Fayetteville and surrounding communities. And I think you guys might have a reach a lot farther than Fayetteville, right?
Yeah, we've had customers as far away as Texas. We work with guys out in Washington State, so we're building that audience. But of course, we want to start and stay local to this community.
Absolutely. So if I'm a first-time gun buyer, or maybe I have an AR and I've had ARs for years, or maybe I have a level of experience a little bit higher in the gun community, what can the Rock do for me?
So what we wanted to do differently than most, from what I've experienced, businesses is really focus on you, the customer. What exactly are you looking for? So we won't try to sell you a gun on the wall unless it meets certain requirements. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And I say that because we focus on the custom experience. So our intent is to get exactly what you want going out the door, not, again, just trying to resell someone else's product. So the way we set it up is you can look down the line on what's available. If we don't have it in the building, we can order it for you. We can get anything on the market and, again, make it fit your requirements. Some of our best experiences have been customers who say, here's my budget, here's what I want to do with this thing, what can you do for me? So again, we have enough experience to focus on what matters in that rifle. So I'm not just going to try to upcharge you on everything. I want to get something that works for you and whoever you're using this with.
Well, Sam, what I noticed when I first came in, the Rock is like a one-stop shop, man. You got accessories on one side, gun belts, gloves, all types of kit over there. On the other side, you got a kiosk for silencers. I see you guys sell ammo, custom guns. I mean,
Yep.
We got a pretty high-speed precision rifle here. What else do you guys do besides that?
So a couple things, yeah, we're full custom, so we got a gunsmith on site with the machine. So if you need a barrel threaded, we're doing it right here in this building. If you need fluting, you want Cerakote, we're Fayetteville's only certified Cerakote applicator. I sent my guy to the school out in Oregon, built that relationship, so we have direct ties. And again, everything done to your rifle. Slide cuts is another big one right now, so we can mount optics. We make it fit that optic. It's all done in this building. So at any time in the process, you can call us or come by, and we'll show you where we are in that process.
Absolutely. Just looking around, man, I see that you have everything from the budget AR that you can do and what meets that person's needs to some things that maybe a guy of a little bit more experience, a little bit more taste, and the optics and accessories to go with it. You got plenty of optics here, plenty of other accessories, whether it be foregrips, any of this cool stuff. So you guys really got it going on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's been great just because I can focus on the individual. I'm not just trying to mass sell one product as the answer to everything. Because as we know, anyone who's had a gun for a period of time, it meets certain requirements, but there's always a little more we can do. And we're here to provide that service of don't go buy a new one, let's see what we can do with what you have on hand. And we can usually do a lot.
So that's where I'm going, Sam. You and I have talked a little bit about my P365. It's just a standard P365. So I'm pretty excited to know this resource exists here in Fayetteville because I want to get my slide cut for an optic. I also want to get it Cerakoted. Might want to do some laser work, and I can get it all done right here.
Yep, all under this roof. And that's another thing I didn't mention before. Laser engraving is done right here in house. You give me any image, and we could transfer it over. We had a young lady who had her grandfather's shotgun, and she wanted to make a memorial to him using that shotgun. She gave us a old piece of paper with his signature. We scanned it, transferred it over, and we're able to laser engrave that onto the firearm for her, as a memory.
That's great stuff, cool, man. That's stuff that you absolutely can't find anywhere else here inside of Fayetteville. And I think you guys can also do that thing as far as Form 1 with suppressors and things like that,
Yep.
Getting it squared away for the NFA. Good stuff. So what's the future plans for the Rock?
So big picture, man, is looking to expand to do a new location here in the next month or two. So we're moving right down the street here in Fayetteville next to General Jackson's. We're pretty excited about that. And over the long term, we have some bigger plans. We're just not going to announce quite yet.
Absolutely.
We've developed a couple products that are patent pending right now that we're going to introduce to the market, primarily for the competitive shooter. We do sponsor 2 competitive shooters in the PRS circuit, precision rifle shooting, and again, work with those guys to, not only support them in their efforts, but to show what our capabilities are. So like I said, anything that needs to be done, we can do right here. Make it specific to you, whether it's a Cerakote pattern, a certain trigger. Another thing that we enjoy doing is you bring me your Glock, you want to put in a new trigger because it's going to be this much lighter and that much pull. Let us work on the internals of that Glock before you replace the trigger. So instead of spending $200 on a new CMC trigger, we can do work on the inside with the stock trigger for a third of that price, and you'll get some good
Absolutely, man.
results.
That's great.
Yeah, so again, our focus isn't taking your money, it's giving you what you need.
Well, Sam, I certainly appreciate your time today.
Yeah, man.
We're going to do some scanning around the shop and let the viewers see what you guys have to offer. It's going to take a couple shots. There's a lot to lay your eyes on here, guys. We're super fortunate to be out here at the Rock Guns today, and we're going to make sure you guys get some of this eye candy and maybe even a little bit behind the scenes stuff. So stay tuned. Sam, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, so we're going to take a look around the Rock Guns and see what Sam and his staff have going on right here. So the thing that really brought us to the Rock Guns is the custom gun experience. Sure, you can go buy a big manufacturer's AR from anywhere else, any of the top brands, or the same thing for a handgun. But what sets the Rock apart is it's a one-stop shop for being able to customize everything from your barrel, muzzle device, uppers, lowers, the works. If you want to change up things with some modifications like Cerakoting, Sam and his team can take care of any of the needs that you have. Great spot here in Fayetteville. They also have a full line of accessories from some of the biggest manufacturers in the game, a gear wall with everything you need to get your kit and get out to the range. Stay tuned for the rest of the video, and we're going to finish things up with a little snip from the laser etching Sam also offers here. All right, Sam, so we already got some preview of the store, but the name The Rock, I kind of want to know how you arrived at that.
Yeah, man. So the name The Rock, I wanted to avoid the words tactical and, you know, a lot of other buzzwords you see around here, and, you know, give it a little more depth. So anyways, the name The Rock comes from an operation in World War II. There was an island in the Philippines in the Pacific Theater called Corregidor Island, and part of the retaking of the Philippines was occupying that space. And on 16 December 1945, the 503rd Parachute Regimental Combat Team did an airborne operation jumping onto Corregidor Island to take it back from the Japanese. So a pretty big event. And prior to that, they had to prep the target, bombard it with the artillery, and that kind of knocked everything off this little 2-kilometer square island in the Manila Harbor there. So it earned the nickname The Rock. So the unit, the 503rd, jumped onto that island and retook it from the Japanese. And from that, the unit earned the nickname the Rock Regiment. So my grandfather, Jesse Castillo, was a combat engineer, and he jumped onto Corregidor during that operation. And he was on the island fighting for 3 days before he was blinded by a Japanese bullet and came home. So the name comes from that operation. I wanted to honor our forefathers, especially paratroopers. I was a paratrooper in the Army as well, and again, kind of honor that legacy through our name. So also, my grandfather was an entrepreneur when he came back as a wounded veteran. He started several businesses and died a millionaire based on his efforts. So wanted to honor him as well in the business and the name. So we have a picture of him hanging up back by the register. Because again, I just want to honor those who have gone before us and help pave the way. And that's meant a lot to me to do that for this business, and again, be part of the community to help it grow.
Absolutely, man. There's a lot of ties there. We've got the Airborne ties here to Fayetteville.
Yep.
You have a familial tie with your grandfather. Really great culmination of just getting everything to work into one, and it looks like it's paying off. It looks like it's definitely beneficial for you.
Yeah, it's been a fun ride so far, and again, the biggest honor for me is just the relationships we've built in this community.
Absolutely.
Fayetteville's an amazing place. So many awesome people are here, and we get to see them on a daily basis, and it's just such an amazing experience.
Good stuff. Hey guys, so this is going to be a quick snip of Sam showing us how his laser etching machine works. Now this is a full line service gun shop, remember, so the back has a lot of equipment to take care of your more intricate firearm needs, but up front, whether you need a mag engraved or uppers or lowers, you want to make that firearm special, no matter what you have. Sam and his team are able to do it here at The Rock.